Is your baby gagging on food, and does it freak you out? Hi, I'm Katie Ferraro, dietitian specializing in baby-led weaning and mom of 7. And in this video, I'm gonna show you some babies who are gagging on food, but here's why. Gagging is so different than choking. Gagging is a natural and necessary part of learning how to eat. Choking, on the other hand, obviously that's a life-threatening situation. But hang tight, because in this video, I'm also gonna share my most important tip for recognizing the difference between gagging and choking. Now, why would you want to watch videos of other people's babies gagging? It's a weird thing to watch, I get it. But here's the deal. Babies who are 6 months of age and who are demonstrating the other reliable signs of readiness to eat, they can recover from a gag on their own. They do not need you to intervene. In fact, if you do try to intervene when your baby is gagging, let's say you lunge or you lurch at the baby or you pat the baby on the back, well, you can startle your baby. And when you get startled, what happens? You suck air in. Okay, and what that does is that causes the baby to potentially have that harmless gag that they're experiencing turn into a really harmful choke. So remember, gagging is a good thing when your baby is learning how to eat, and babies can recover from a gag on their own. They do not need you to intervene. They need you for lots of other stuff, but not for this one. And I get that you might still be scared when your baby gags, but I want you to know that this is typical. However, watching videos of babies gagging on food and then recovering on their own can help build confidence in your baby's ability to do the same. So here's a quick highlight reel of 10 different babies gagging on their first foods so you don't freak out when this happens to your baby.
Oh.
Chicken, look at it.
Here it is, good job.
He makes a noise.
Good job. Did you swallow some of it?
Good boy. Good save. No temperature in the cup.
No, it's okay. Oh, it's okay. Chew it a little bit.
Okay, so now you have an idea about what gagging looks like, and you know that babies can recover from a gag on their own. They do not need you to intervene. Think about your baby gagging on food like you'll be thinking about your baby learning how to walk, right? When babies are learning how to walk, it is not pretty, right? They bump into stuff, they fall on their butts, but we don't rush in and stop them from learning how to walk just because there's a few bumps along the way, right? The same exact thing goes for gagging. You have to let your baby work through these gags on their own. The gagging is your baby practicing with new textures and manipulating and moving these new foods around in their mouth. My best tip when your baby is gagging, use your fake adult voice. Okay, even if you're freaking out, you can say, "It's okay, baby, you can do this. It's just a gag, work through it." And if you have to, sit on your hands while you do this so you don't lunge at the baby. My friend Dawn is a speech language pathologist, and she's also a baby-led weaning expert, and she likens my fake adult voice to my fake dog voice because I'm actually terrified of dogs. So when I'd be pushing my babies in the stroller around the neighborhood and a neighbor's dog would come up and sniff around the baby, I would be like freaking out on the inside, but I'd say, "It's okay, baby. It's just a dog. You got this." Same thing goes for gagging. It's okay, baby. It's just a gag. You got this. One other tip is before you start solid foods, be sure to take an infant refresher CPR course. Choking is a very rare but real risk. And I want you to know there's no higher risk of choking if you start solid foods with baby-led weaning compared to traditional spoon feeding, but knowing CPR skills can save your baby's life in the event of a choking incident. I think all parents should take an infant refresher CPR course before starting solid foods. And I always say, anyone who helps feed my baby needs to know CPR. I know you guys all took that CPR class before your baby was born, but when you start solid foods, like that was 6 months ago, and I don't know about you, but I can't even remember what I had for breakfast, let alone like the particulars of a CPR course from 6 months ago. So I have an awesome online CPR class that I take each quarter for work and that I recommend to parents. So I'm an affiliate for this online CPR course. It's really affordable, but there's also an additional discount code linked up below this video if you want to check it out. So get over your fear of gagging. I want you to take your infant refresher CPR course, and I'll see you again soon.